friends. Hello, hi, how are you? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Hello. Okay, I'm freaking out. So, hi. We are finally showing you guys the reveal and the inside of the Midas Cosmetics Times Smoky Glow palette. This is the box. This is the little PR box. Before I open it, I know you guys are probably so mad because the wait has been so long to see what's inside this, but I just wanted to say, first of all, hi, hello, how are you? Second of all, I just want to say, before I even open this and start talking about the palette and the highlighters and the glosses and the pricing and everything, details of the launch, I just want to say thank you. Whether you buy this or you don't, whether it's something that you like or it's not, whether you, comment on every single video or you just are a casual watcher and you just happen to subscribe, I just want to say thank you. Kind of feel like I'm gonna cry. I just want to say thank you for subscribing at all, or just being here in general, watching my videos, supporting me. This is so crazy that this is happening, and the fact that I'm filming this video right now is it's not lost on me how surreal this is. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting me. This collection wouldn't have happened if you guys hadn't have supported me, and I cannot give you enough thanks for allowing something like this. This is like my face on a box. I cannot thank you enough for allowing me to have something this cool happen. The other person I want to thank obviously is Rocio, who is the owner of Midas. She is one of the most amazing and inspiring people I've ever met. She has so much going on in her life, and she somehow still has created this very successful brand. I'm so honored that she chose to work with me and chose to want to work with me and wanted to do this with me and believed in me as a person and believed in my kind of creative vision for this project. She is amazing and I love the brand so much. I've loved them for so long. The fact that now I have a collection with them is just really exciting. And yeah, I'm really excited. I guess we'll get into it after all the mushy stuff. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I am very, very excited and I just want to get into it and show you guys everything. Can't believe I'm actually showing you guys. It's so crazy. This has been since the beginning of June of 2019. I've been working on this, so it's nuts that it's happening. This is the PR box. This is the Midas Cosmetics Times Smokey. I'm gonna try not to lose my voice. I'm very sick still. It's an unfortunate timing that I have to film this video, but we're here. I also have a broken wrist. We're doing it, okay? This is the PR box. The PR boxes are available for purchase. That's first things first. And so what happens is you'll open the PR box. This is the whole collection. Up here, there's going to be a message from me. I took it out because I don't want you guys to know what it says yet. I kind of want you guys to just be able to read it. But it says a message from me up here, and then it says, "Hi friends," down here. And then this is everything that is included in the PR box. Everything. So this is the palette, this is the highlighter duo, and this is the glosses. So first, let's start with the palette. I'm just gonna go through and give you a rundown of everything. Start out first by saying price, because I know everybody wants to know the price. When doing prices, I tried really hard to make sure that everything was affordable. Obviously, affordable is different to all different people. What is affordable to me might not be to you, but I did try to make it something that would be easily accessible to people who might want it. The PR box does retail for $75. However, every single price that I talk about in this video is not including the discount code. So I have a discount code with Midas that is affiliated, and it's for 20% off. So even though this retails for $75, if you use the coupon code Smoky Glow or any of the affiliate codes, this gets down to $60. I kind of went off the coupon code price because I think that's you should just use that code to save some money. So this is $75 without code, $60 with code if you want the entire bundle. So we open her up. By the way, shout out to my amazing merch designer, Madeline, who did the kind of revamped Smoky Glow with the lashes and the lips. She's amazing. She's so good. So first thing we have that I want to talk through is the palette, because I feel like that's kind of the big mama. So this is the palette packaging that it comes in. This is the sleeve, and you take it out of the sleeve, and this is the actual packaging. It's very sparkly, it's very shiny, as you can see. I don't know if it properly picks up how sparkly this is, but it's a very sparkly palette. And then you open her up. Wow, this is the first time you guys are gonna see the inside. I'm so scared. I hope you love it. Okay, are you ready? Please, if you hate it, don't tell me. I'm just kidding. This is the inside of the palette. Okay, so first of all, lots of pinks and purples. A lot of you guys guessed that. I also tried to make make it so there would be some neutral tones, some red tones, some kind of deeper purples, just some fun stuff going on. So I'm gonna walk you guys through each and every shade, swatch it for you, and kind of just tell you a little bit about the shade names. This is the part I was looking forward to the most in the video, was talking about shade names, because I thought a lot about the shade names. I put a lot of thought into them, and I think you guys are really gonna like them. So the first shade we have here is Basic. Let's just give you guys a close-up really quick of the palette. It does have this huge mirror, and it also says hi friends, and obviously the front is just like smoky glow. This does have 18 shadows in it with kind of a mixture. There's a few duochromes, a few just pure shimmers, and then a bunch of mattes. So let's start with this shade up here. This shade, this white shade here, is Basic. First of all, I'm the most basic person you'll ever meet. Second of all, if you watch any of my Talktorial Tuesdays, you'll know that I love, the first step, I always do, is set my eyes with whatever sort of white or cream color there happens to be in a palette. I do this every single time I do my makeup. I don't like to use setting powder. I like to set with an eyeshadow. I just think it looks better. So I wanted to include something that I know I use in every single step of my makeup, which is kind of this pure white shade. I also think adding whites is nice because if you maybe screw up and go a little too like heavy-handed, it helps diffuse colors really nicely. And it's called Basic because it's a basic shade, and I'm a basic girl. The next shade is actually for you guys. So, well, all of them are for you, obviously, but this one I named for you guys. This is the shade Friends, and it is this gorgeous, more satin finish. I'm gonna stand up at the end and do like, I'll show you the entire arm, but this shade has a lot of pink to it. It's kind of a light peachy colored pink. I wanted a bunch of different varieties of shimmers because I personally like doing shimmer gradients. It's like my favorite thing to do on my eyes. So I wanted you guys to have a bunch of different options for pink shimmers. But that's what this one is, just kind of a peachy gradient. And this is called Friends because it's for you guys. I don't know, I looked at it and I was like, I don't know, I feel like this shade captures the soul of my audience. Like just this really pretty corally peachy pink. It just feels like the soul of my channel. So I was like, that's Friends. The next shade in here is this very fun coral shade. This is called Jump Cut. And this shade is a beautiful, beautiful matte. I will say some of the mattes do have a tiny, tiny bit of fallout on them, especially when you're applying them. So just be a little cautious. They're just a little bit powdery. That's kind of how I like it because I don't like shades to be hard pressed or over pigmented. But this is a beautiful coral shade called Jump Cut. If you don't know, my video style includes a lot of jump cuts. I really enjoy a good jump cut. This shade is really special to me, not only because of the name, but because it's probably one of my favorite shades in the palette. I have like 3 favorite shades in the palette. And this is Group Chat. So this is actually named after my friends I made on YouTube here. I have a group chat with 4 other creators, Nisa, Lacey, Abby, and Georgia. And I had to name something in my palette after them. I literally wouldn't have a channel if it wasn't for them. They have supported me and helped me through some really, really, really hard times, and helped me kind of get through and navigate YouTube life a little bit, if you will. So it felt appropriate to name one of my favorite shades after them because they're 4 of my favorite people and favorite creators on this platform. So I did name this shade after them. It's called Group Chat. We always talk about our freaking famous, infamous group chat. This shade is actually the one that I wore on my lid during the promo shot that a lot of you guys really, really like. This is by far, I like them all, but this one has this beautiful, it's like pink, but it has this amazing like silvery dust, almost like diamond dust duochrome to it that I freaking love. I love it so much. I wanted to kind of model it after some of my favorite shadows, which are the JD Glow Galaxy shadows. So I kind of was like, that is the vibe I want to go for. It's got this beautiful pink with like a silver undertone. I love it so much. This is like, this has been one of my most used and favorite shades for sure. The theme for the names is definitely kind of like inside jokes between you guys and named after people that love me and are the reason I have a YouTube channel. So this next shade, Rose, is this really beautiful hot pink shade. This shade is actually named after my mom. If you guys, I've mentioned it before, my middle name is Rose. My mom calls me Rose all the time. That is my middle name because it's after her grandma Rose. It's kind of always been our thing. I'm like her Rose. So I knew she would love this shade because my mom loves pinks. So I knew she would love that really gorgeous, like vibrant pink. My mom is also like the most vibrant person I've ever met, if we want to get deep with it. But I knew she would love this shade. It reminded me so much of a rose. rose, and I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful, super, super pigmented pink that can kind of create those more glam looks. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I'm trying so hard to get through this right now. Okay, this next shade, okay, so there's a little bit of backstory. This shade is called Leno. This is a purple and blue sort of duochrome. It's got like a purple kind of slightly bluish glitter to it that I just love. I called this Leno. Initially when I was picking shade names, I did want to throw in some like kind of funnier times with us. And I was thinking about using Chine, which if you know the story behind Chine, you've been here for a long time. Because in my first Reading Mean Hate Comments ASMR style video, somebody misspelled chin and called it Chine. And a lot of you guys thought that was really funny. So I was like, why don't I do Chine? And then Charles was like, a lot of people aren't gonna get that. He was like, why don't you do Leno? Because one of the biggest comments I've ever gotten on my channel is that my chin looks like Jay Leno's. I get this comment all the time. And it's so funny. Me and my friends and Charles have kind of turned it into a joke at this point because nobody's ever, that's like never been a thing before in my life. So we've kind of turned it into a little bit of a joke. So now we have a shade named after the famous man who's famous for his chin, and so am I. So this is the shade Leno. I'm gonna do a close-up really quick of this first row just so you guys can see. While the whole palette has a lot of pinks and purples, that first row definitely is like the pink and purple row. Next we have the shade Nutty. Again, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I love saying the word nutty. Nutty is, I don't know, I try not to swear on my channel, so I've tried to find creative alternatives to saying swear words, and nutty was just a word that kind of organically happened. I named this shade Nutty because it is nutty. This is the most nutty shade in the whole palette. This is a kind of blue to pink duochrome. I wanted to make a palette that I would wear, right? I wanted it to be something that I would use a lot, but I'm boring. So I knew I needed to add some things in it to spice it up, but I didn't want to just do a pop of blue effect because if you've been watching for a long time, you know that I just don't use blues. However, a blue to pink duochrome, I can get down with that. So this is Nutty. It's the most nutty shade in the whole palette. From whatever angle you look at it, it looks like a different color. That's what a duochrome is, thank you. But I think it is such a cool and fun color, and I love it. Next, this shade is for my boyfriend. This is the shade Colleague, and Charles picked this shade. He wanted to do a blue. He wanted to do like a full-on Smurf color blue because there's a video of him talking about wanting to look like a Smurf where I did his makeup. It's from forever ago. But he wanted to be blue, and I was like, you can't do blue because I don't want to just have a pop of blue. Like, I'm not doing that. I talk so much crap about that. So he decided to go with this really bright, like flamingo pink. He thought it was a really fun and exciting color, and he loves fun and exciting colors. And we named it Colleague after Charles. Most of you guys know if you watch the videos he's in. He kind of started saying this as a joke, but countering my friends, hi friends, he says hello colleagues. So that is sort of a very bright, vibrant magenta. I call it the flamingo shade because I just think it looks very flamingo-esque. And then the next shade in here is also a really special shade. This is the shade Warrior. I have a tattoo that says Warrior. I don't know if you guys have ever really seen it, but I have a little tattoo right here. I got it when I was 20, and it's actually based on a Demi Lovato song. That's like one of my favorite songs of all time, just about overcoming really hard things. And I got this tattoo as a result of that song. And that song has always really resonated with me. It's always really stuck with me. It's something that I relate to really heavily and got me through a lot of things. And I felt like this shade is just such a powerful shade. Red to me is such a powerful color. When I wear a red lip or a red anything, honestly, like red clothes, I just feel like such a boss. I just feel so incredibly powerful. And I wanted that type of color in this. I wanted like the power color, the color that you wear when you want to feel like a badass, basically. Okay, so that's the red. Now you guys know it wouldn't be a Smoky Glow palette if I didn't talk about voting. So here's your little reminder to always vote. This is the shade Vote. It is a brown shade, but I did want to have a shade like this. Something I'm really proud. This is also just like a really good transition shade for deeper skin tones, or a really good shade to deepen things up if you have a lighter skin tone. One thing I really wanted to do was make sure this palette would work for people with all different types of skin tones. So that's why I included like a variation of browns basically. But this is the shade Vote. One of the biggest things that I'm so proud of with my channel is the amount of people that have told me that they registered to vote because of me. And that's like the best thing on the planet. It's so cool. And I thought going into 2020, because it's gonna be such a big election year, having that little daily reminder that you should go vote just felt right, you know? So then we have the shade Instagram Model. This is such a fun, just gold shade. Again, I wanted this palette to be so, oh my God, I love that shade. It's so foiled and shiny. Look at that reflection. I'm dead. I love, love, love how shiny and coppery this shadow is. This is something like I would wear, I'm telling you right now. I already can tell you all the combinations, but I would do like vote an Instagram model just like as a 2 shade and done look. Like I think those shades go so, so well together. The shimmers are so, so stunning. It's such a metallic and bright shimmer. I called it Instagram model because I have a series on my channel called Trying to Look Like an Instagram Model. And I don't know, when I see this, I just think of like soft glam, like Manny MUA, like all the Instagram model, like basic neutral glams. Like this is the shade that I think of. And it's just such a fun and exciting color. And that's what I really liked about it. That. And then we also have the shade, I hope you're having, I have to say it in a sentence or I can't say it. We have the shade Amazing Day. It's not Amazing Day, it's just amazing. I say that all the time in my intros. I say, I hope you're having an amazing day. So here's the cliche moment again. I wanted you to feel amazing when you wore this shade. This is again another sort of deeper red tone. As I said before, I feel like red is a really powerful color, and I liked the idea of being able to create something with like these reds and maroons and golds, something very like soft glam, natural, while still being bold, powerful, and exciting. So that is something I really, really wanted to make sure I could do with this palette. This is more my kind of neutral-esque row, but then you have Nutty over here just like blowing it up. So I'm gonna show you guys a close-up of these swatches. So now onto the final row, we have the shade Hello, which is with an exclamation point, which is again something that I say all the time to an obnoxious point. I greet you guys way too much, I'm so sorry. But Hello is just this really gorgeous pink, just another, again, I wanted a variant of pinks so that way you could have sort of a gradient of pinks. This one is just kind of a true pink. It doesn't really have any of that duochrome that the other 2 pink shades have. We have kind of the pink and like white and then the pink and blue. This is just a pure Barbie pink and I love it. It's like, hello, hi. The next shade that I have is the shade Half Pony. I definitely wanted to do something about my bun, but I couldn't think of a word that didn't sound very weird. And I realized lately, as 2019 has come into 2020, I've been wearing the half pony a lot more. I'm growing. This is growth, okay? I'm trying to transition. So we have this super, super dark shade called Half Pony. It's a dark brown. My big thing is I don't like blacks. I think they're really difficult to work with and it can get really messy really easily. I think especially if you're kind of a basic makeup wearer like I am, black can be overwhelming. However, dark brown is a lot less overwhelming and it's a lot easier to use to deepen things up. I also felt like with the other shades in this palette, the pinks and the reds, a brown would pair better to deepen things up than a black. I also think if you have a deep skin tone, this is a fantastic transition shade. I was so excited when they told me we could do this name. So the next shade is A Rant. It's asterisk, A Rant, asterisk, which if you go through and look at my channel and honestly look at my most viewed videos, all of them have asterisk, A Rant, asterisk. You guys love, oh, I love this shade. This is a pure gold. Like I wanted my own version of the Tarte Chrome Paint in Top Yacht. Like that's what I wanted. And we absolutely achieved that with this gold. It's just a pure gold. There's no kind of rosiness to it. There's no copper to it like Instagram model. This is your standard pure gold shade. I love it. This is again one of the ones that I'm gonna wear absolutely every day. I think it is so, so sparkly and beautiful and just metallic. I love it, okay? It's something I would throw on while I was trying to do a rant on YouTube, so I thought it was appropriate. The next shade is called Cold Brew, and you guys know I talk about it a lot. My love for coffee, my love for Starbucks in particular. I love Starbucks' cold brew, and so I had to put it in the palette. I don't know, that one's kind of a silly one, but it's real simple. And this is just a really neutral sort of browny tan color. You want to use it to set your eyes before you start doing your makeup, or this is a really good transition shade into some of those darker browns. Put this down first to make the browns not so harsh. So I really liked this shade. I think shades like this are essential for all palettes, like shades like Cold Brew and Basic and Vote. The next shade we have here is Content. This is like kind of a deeper version of Colleague. I actually tried these two together when I was kind of playing with the palette. I did Colleague Content and then I did Hello on the lid. It looked so pretty because I'm a very big believer in easy makeup looks that have like a fun gradient. That's kind of what I do on my channel. And I felt like having these sort of shades like Rose, Colleague, Content, they're all just a little bit different in the sense that you can make a really easy and nice gradient with this. I wanted this to be something that anybody could use, whether you're like a pro or like me. So that is content. And I did that because I post so much content. And that was a pretty easy name. I was like, we gotta talk about the amount of content I post. It's a little obnoxious at this point. And then the final shade of the palette is Dofa. Okay, so a while back, I very confidently thought that a doe foot applicator was called a Dofa applicator. The reason for that is because I'm dumb. No, I'm just kidding. The reason for that is because I only ever heard it. I never like read it anywhere, so I thought it was Dofa. I thought that's what everyone was saying. And then when I said that in a video, I got probably 1,000 comments being like, it's not Dofa, it's doe foot, you fool. And then I decided to make it into a joke, so now occasionally I'll like slip it in for you guys and you guys think it's really funny. So I did want to add Dofa obviously on here. Dofa, I like this name too for this particular shade because again, it kind of looks like something it isn't. In the shade, it looks very, very dark. And it is a darker shade. I wanted a darker shimmer again for people with deeper skin tones, but it has this sort of beautiful royal purple. It's kind of got a black base with a royal purple undertone duochrome shift to it that is everything. It's so, so beautiful. One of my favorite shades, probably just because of how unique it is. I haven't really seen a lot of colors like this that have this sort of really dark tone to it, but they're so sparkly and metallic and have this beautiful royal purple. So this is something I was really, really excited about. I love this so much. I feel like you can't even see cold brew. I feel bad. My arm is gonna be raw by the end of today. We got a lot more swatching to do. So that is the Smoky Glow palette, which will be sold separate. All of these items will be sold separate, or you can buy the entire PR box. This palette will retail for $36, but with the code, it will be $28.80. I really wanted to try to keep it under $30 just because I know that's a kind of mid-tier price point for you guys. But yeah, this will be the palette. You can buy this. I don't know what else to say about it. I feel like I just poured my heart out about all the shade names and everything. This is like my child. I think my palette, not to play favorites, but I think the palette is probably my favorite thing that we created just because it's so unique and fun and special. And it's like my baby. This was the first thing we finished and I just like have been holding this in for months. And I'm really excited about this. So next we have the Gloss Trio. The Gloss Trio comes in this really beautiful, this is like okay, so there's like the sparkly packaging and then there's the hyper sparkly packaging. So this is the like hyper sparkly packaging. This is the one that's like insane. I wanted the palette to be a little bit more muted just because I know a lot of you aren't going to be buying the bundle. You're just going to be buying the palette. And I loved that like light pink sparkle. But when I saw this, I was like, we got to do both. So this is the outer packaging for the glosses. And then you open it up. And then this is what the glosses look like. This is the 3 glosses. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, so these are the glosses. You guys know I've had a love-hate relationship with glosses. I used to never like them because I thought they made my lips look smaller. And then I became friends with Nisa. And now I'm a gloss fiend. I have like literally a drawer full of lip glosses. I absolutely love them. And so I wanted to design 3 lip glosses that I felt like would not only look good on smaller lips, but also just be stuff that I would wear every single day. This is the little packaging they come in. I think it turned out really, really cute. The first gloss is very well named Hi Friends. I'm very original. So Hi Friends is kind of the like showstopper. It's like hi friends. This color is very bright and corally. This definitely wouldn't be something that I would wear every single day. This is definitely more of a like show-stopping gloss. You guys know that I really like bold lips, and I've actually worn this on top of some of my like deeper liquid lipsticks to kind of make them pop a little bit more, and the result is really, really pretty. So I am gonna swatch these for you. So Carlos from Glam, I think it's Glam Lito is how you pronounce it. Carlos was there. He modeled the lip glosses. He looked amazing in every single gloss, and Hi Friends was no exception. This one, when I made the glosses, I wanted to make sure there was kind of a variant between the 3. So this is the more opaque gloss. This one is really, really opaque, really high shine, and you can definitely tell that this is like the bright bam wow in your face color. The next gloss we have is the super, super sparkly one. This is kind of my like, oh my God, how fun gloss. Like this is like a New Year's Eve, like a going out on a really special date, going out on the town. Like this is the really fun, super, super sparkly gloss. And this is called Sparkle On. If you've known me since high school, which probably none of you have, but if you have, I have used the quote, "Don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle," for a very long time. That was my high school yearbook quote when I was a senior. Like I absolutely love, love, love that quote. And it's always kind of been a model I live by, is just like, don't let other people dull the sparkle that's within you. So I wanted this shade to reflect that. It's a really beautiful, I'll again show close-ups when I'm done, but it's a really beautiful gold and purple, just pure glitter, like just gold and purple glitter basically in a gloss formula. I wanted the glosses to be comfortable, so they're not goopy or like stringy, but they definitely have a high shine to them, and they're a little bit sticky, but I like kind of stickier. I just don't like them goopy. Does that make sense? I tried to design the glosses that I like. So if you've liked the glosses that I've recommended, you'll probably like these. This one's just the really super sparkly, fun, just kind of out there. I kind of wanted it to be like the Milani sparkly glosses. You know, those ones that are like super sparkly? That's what I was going for. This one is going to be my everyday gloss. I can already tell you I'm gonna wear this every single day. This is in the shade Never Dull, and it kind of going off the like sparkly trend. This one does have a bit of sparkle to it. It's not a more like matte, and matte isn't the right word. This one, like High Friends doesn't really have any sparkle to it. Sparkle On has all the sparkle, and Never Dull is like the perfect in between. It's not crazy opaque, which is what I wanted. I wanted something that just had a little bit of a tint and a little bit of a glow to it. It's kind of a shade that I like to wear. It's very neutral, very like nudie, and again, just something that I would wear every single day. I think this gloss would pair with most makeup looks. If you're just like kind of an everyday person, this is the one that I'm definitely gonna wear the most. This is probably my favorite. I really like the other two, but like this one holds a very special place in my heart. And Never Dull, I know it's a little cheesy, but it's just kind of the name that I really liked. So this is Never Dull. So this is the lip gloss trio, and this will be retailing, if you don't buy it in the bundle, this will be retailing for $25, but with a code, it would only be $20. So if you use code Smokey Glow or whatever code you want to use, 20 bucks for this. Finally, it would not be the Smokey Glow collection without some highlighters. You guys know highlighters are my absolute favorite thing. And when I came to Midas, I knew that I wanted to do a highlighter duo. That's like my dream. Again, this one has the Hyper Sparkle packaging just because I felt like this is the like glow. This is the glow and smoky glow. This highlighter duo, I wanted to make sure again that it worked for as many skin tones as possible. That was kind of my main goal. So this has a little mirror in it too, and these are the two highlighters. Literally so excited. If you have watched any of my highlighter collection videos or declutter videos, the colors of these should not surprise you. I'm very obviously love pinky and gold tone highlighters. However, I did kind of put a lot of thought into these. I did with everything, but like I put a lot of thought into what I wanted this to be. I wanted it to kind of be like one side was more for the everyday natural. You just kind of want it glowy. You don't necessarily want to be beaming. And then one of them is like, I'm blinding you in the street. You're gonna crash your car. So this is the shade Slay. If you don't know, I do a series called Slays and Nays, and I hope that this collection falls in your slays. This is the more sort of natural glow. Oh my god, yes. I kind of mirrored this after the Natasha Denona Super Glow highlighters, which is like my favorite highlighter formula ever. It's so just glowy. It's not beaming, it's not blinding, but it's glowy. Very glowy and soft, and that's what I wanted this to be, and we absolutely achieved that. This is the one I would use every single day. Just got a subtle, nice glow to it for more everyday use. And this one I love it. I literally swatch that one all the time and I'm like, oh my god. And then finally we have Yas. For my series, Yas or Pass. I again hope that this is a Yas for you. This is the blinding one. This has the glitter, the glitz, the glam, the gleam, the glow. Like this one is the blinding one. We put this on the models at the photo shoot and stunning. Like seeing it, especially in the light, it was so surreal seeing these highlighters on actual people and on different skin tones. It was so cool to see how just like bright and glowing and blinding it actually looks in person. This is kind of the like showstopper, if you will, in my opinion. Like this is what I would put on for like a night out or something. And again, I tried to make sure it was a very neutral gold so it would work for a lot of different people. The highlighter is $21, and then with the code it is $16.80. So that's how you can buy this. And I'll show you guys close-ups of the swatches. So that is the entire collection. That is the Smokey Glow collection with Midas. I am so freaking excited that you guys have finally seen it. Now that we've talked about prices and what the actual products are, let's get into details. So the palette will officially be for sale for a limited time for my subscribers on January 25th. So on January 25th, I'm gonna leave all the links you need down below. This part's a little complicated, but we did it for a reason. On January 25th, you guys, my subscribers, are the only ones who will know this, but on January 25th, we are going to open the Smokey Glow collab from 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you will need a code to get on the website. So you have to go to Midas's website, sign up for the mailing list. Once you sign up, they will send you the code 30 minutes before the website goes live. And once it goes live, you will have a chance to get anything you want from the collection at that time. And we're kind of just doing that because as things have been progressing and we've been seeing a little bit more hype, we are definitely a little bit nervous about running out of stock very quickly. So we wanted to give you guys a chance who like are gonna watch the video, the chance to go on the website early and be able to purchase the products. So that'll be a limited amount of products. And then on the 29th, the collection will go on sale to the general public. There will still be stock left for that launch. So if you miss it on the 25th, don't worry, we still have stuff on the 29th. We are doing this as a pre-order. That's not because everything's not like ordered. I feel like a lot of times pre-orders are so you can get the money so you can place the order. We've already placed the order. Everything is already coming to us. However, we are worried about having to place more orders. So we wanted to kind of get a feel for the demand right now. So that way we are able to purchase things so people aren't waiting months and months and months for a restock. We can know exactly what we need to restock and then do that after if we sell out like first things first. And if we don't, we don't. So as a result of that, everything that you buy on either the 25th or the 29th will be shipped out February 14th on Valentine's Day. That is when everything is shipping out. That's when the PR boxes are shipping out. That's when the pallets are shipping out, everything. So even if you order it, there is gonna be a 2-week wait time before everything gets shipped out. If you don't like that and you wanna wait, that's totally fine. Totally respect it, totally understand. This is not a limited edition item. It's going to be available until the demand dies down, basically. So even though this isn't like permanent forever, as long as you still want one, we're gonna still keep making it. So don't stress that you're like never gonna get it if you can't get it this round. We're hopefully gonna have a couple more rounds where people can purchase the products. Rocio also wanted me to mention that if you do place any other orders on the website the day you purchase my palette, if you place anything else in that same order, nothing from that order is getting shipped till the 14th. So if you wanted like glitters and like the Flower Bomb palette, but you also wanted my stuff, you're going to have to place 2 separate orders if you want them before the 14th. She just wanted me to mention that because I guess she gets a lot of questions. I will be keeping you guys posted on when things sell out, when they're coming back, what we're doing with everything. I really want to, now that I can talk about it, I want to be as transparent as possible with you guys. So if you have any questions about any of it, please let me know. And if you're interested in buying it the first round for the subscriber only on the 25th, please sign up in the link down below and you will be able to get an access code and then do that whole thing. And after all that's been said and done, I think that's pretty much everything. Wow, nuts. Again, I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting me. It means I'm gonna cry, but it really means the world to me. I can't believe that this is like my life and this is happening. I love you guys so much. I have so much love for you guys. Thank you guys so much for believing in me, for supporting me, for being so hype about this, even though you didn't know what was inside. I'm not trying to tell you that this is like revolutionary or it's going to change the makeup world, because at the end of the day, it's makeup, but it's makeup I believe in, and it's makeup that I think you're gonna love if you do want to buy it. And if you can't buy it for whatever reason, or you just don't want to, don't feel bad. I have never been one of those creators who supports blindly buying things just to support someone. So if this isn't your cup of tea, I totally get it. But just thank you for being here and subscribing and watching this video and supporting me, because this is insane that this is my life. I never thought this would be my life, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Again, my code with Midas is code Smokey Glow. It should be pretty easy to remember because it's on the packaging. I love you guys so much. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, or just like, or just subscribe, or do neither. Honestly, just so happy you're here watching me. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna go drink some tea. Please register to vote. And I'm sorry this video was so crazy. I'm just so excited. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!